slow obedience is no obedience. In other words, when God says, jump, you say, how high? And that's what Joshua and the people were standing on the cusp of. And we get to this verse in chapter 3. At the end of 3 days, the officers went through the camp and commanded the people, as soon as you see, like immediately, when you see the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord your God being carried by the Levitical priest, then you shall set out from that place and you shall follow it. On top of the Ark of the Covenant was a thing called the mercy seat. And the mercy seat had these two golden cherubims that sat there. And on top of the mercy seat is where God would communicate with Moses. This was hidden inside the tent of the meeting, and God would speak directly to Moses from the top of the mercy seat. What else happened on the top of the mercy seat? Well, annually, on the day of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, the way that the people would be atoned is that the high priest would come in and he would throw blood on top of the mercy seat as a sacrifice for all the sins of the people. And the mercy seat was the place where people would hear about their forgiveness. The Old Testament way that you knew you could get right with God, it was how God talked to you, and it was how God forgave you. Now, you and I today have a different way. In Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in many and various ways, God spoke to his people of old through the prophets, people like Moses. But in these latter days, it says he has spoken to us how? By his Son. He has spoken to us by his Son. He became incarnate, and he speaks to us directly today. We call these things the pathways of grace, the pathways that he speaks into our lives, the Word and the sacraments.